Today, I will redefine the pair of concepts of good people and bad people from the most naked, truth-based perspective. The nature, most naked and true of good people, are simply skillful, selfish people. On the contrary, people who are considered bad are simply selfish but clumsy people. Normally, most people understand selfishness as a vocabulary for bad people, but that's not the case. All species are selfish. All things are self-interested. This is an instinctive element of survival, but there is absolutely nothing bad about it. Everyone is selfish, but if forced to redefine the concept of good and bad people, need two more keywords to differentiate, which are skillful and clumsy. Those who are cleverly selfish will be understood as good people, and those who are selfish but clumsy will be considered bad people by society. The most typical examples of bad people in society are people in prison, possibly for fraud, robbery, coercion. All of these acts stem from the motive of satisfying personal needs, specifically greed. Can be greedy for material things, can be greedy for ambition, or can also be greedy for fame. That's clearly selfish. Selfishness is neither wrong nor bad. Greed is not bad, but as humans, everyone is greedy. But the key point that makes them become bad guys and go to jail is that they are clumsy and greedy. Clumsy is understood as they only focus on satisfying personal needs. Without regard for the needs of others, leads them to act for personal satisfaction, but at the same time causing harm to others or harming the surrounding environment. Because they violated the rules of the game and the culture of the social community, they were imprisoned. On the contrary, it is still selfish, but just need to ensure clever keywords. Then you always keep yourself on the good, easy side. For example, all the greatest people in history, revered by the whole world, are considered typical of the image of good people. Whether they are selfish or not, certainly they are selfish, because everything, in the end, is only done for a personal goal. That is exactly selfishness. But what makes them become great people, they are selfish, but still respected by everyone, is because of two clever words. They understand the basic nature of good people. They understand the truth about people and their outlook on life. So they always do things, not only to serve their own needs, but also serve the interests of others, and even the interests of the environment. They never just make themselves comfortable, they also bring comfort to everyone around them. They are precisely tactfully selfish people. Just remember that the instincts of all creatures are selfish. Never understand good people as those who always sacrifice or do everything for others. This is a misunderstanding of the root nature. Just be selfish and don't be ashamed of being selfish. The most important thing to remember is just don't violate the community's rules. Where you exist, never violate the immutable truth of the universe from which you cannot escape. Good or bad is simply skillful or clumsy. Don't forget, every concept is always dynamic. What is considered good today can become bad tomorrow. You seem very right here, but if you just sit somewhere else, you could be completely wrong. In short, if to apply, then understand the truest nature of good and bad. Don't forget to be selfish, but always be tactful. In this case, applying a Buddhist saying is very useful. Benefit yourself, benefit others, benefit sentient beings. And what is beneficial certainly needs a set of explanations to understand the meaning. If you are not wise enough, not clear-headed enough, then doing stupid things will make you pretend to be smart, thinking you are helping people, but in reality, you are harming them without knowing it. All concepts that seem to be the most basic